monitoring and evaluation has a mammoth task on strategic and tactical measures for the determination of goals and objectives in our government. It must also safeguard and evaluate all systems to ensure success in government framework. It is also imperative for any layout to be scrutinized timelessly. John Wiggett once wrote, I open quote, proper and effective planning means that not only is a process in place to ensure that the project team is quickly made aware of any issues that can compromise success, but also that there is a system in place to quickly resolve them. The ability for these processes and systems to identify and resolve issues must be continually measured and evaluated, close quote, close quote. So as this Department of Monitoring and Evaluation. The National Development Plan 2030 has been accepted by the broadest spectrum of our society. It is a plan that represents our aspirations as a nation. South Africa belongs to all its people, and the future of our country is our collective future. Making it work is our collective responsibility, all of us responsible. All South Africans seek a better future for themselves and their children. It is not a plan for government only. It's not a plan for government. We must all join hands. It's not a plan. It is a plan of the people. It is a plan of the public service, and it is a plan for the private sector. This understanding and appreciation is fundamental for all South Africans to understand their role in the National Development Plan. For young scholars, the NDP assists them to align their career trajectory with areas the nation has prioritized. For the entrepreneur, the NDP indicates areas of economic development which requires innovation and investment. For the public service, the NDP is an instructive policy strategy. We must also recognize that all political parties in the National Assembly in 2012 supported the NDP as our national vision. Therefore, we should all contribute to its realization. Where were you? Recognizing that the NDP was adopted in 2012, 11 years later, our country has been confronted with several challenges and several successes in areas of social and economic development. Some of these impacted badly the capacity of implement programs in critical sections of the economy, such as energy, transport, energy, and various and various basic services. This has derailed the progress of attaining key NDP targets. This has negatively impacted job creation efforts. Indeed, unemployment remains a thorn to our program of social transformation. Unemployment is at an alarming level, whilst the poverty is still ravaging the country, paired with inequality. And the Department of and DPME should not only confine its focus on government implementation, it must transcend to various sectors. Social combats undertaken by government should be a strategic focus in order to mobilize society behind the program of social transformation. In the other fronts, we have expanded access to higher education and implemented interventions to improve basic education learning outcomes. The ANC government has increased skills development opportunities for the youth. We continuously building new human settlement development and expanding access to water and also expanding access to water, and also taking measures to ensure safety and security. All these national development imperatives require all South Africans to join hands, good people, and advance these objectives in our communities, workplace, and broadly in society. Our country had been recently disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic, and both the public and private sector took a hard hit, and as a result, we are implementing the economic reconstruction and recovery plan. Reconstruction also provides an opportunity to develop approaches which expedite the transformation of our economy and to adopt new innovations. Digitalization and artificial intelligence contributed to enhance and accelerate policy implementation. When the targets are insurmountable, we ought to project an attainable target and ensure we direct resources to support relevant programs. A critical area which directly impacts the people are frontline services that are provided by government, and we need to improve these services and empower public servants in this regard. The presidential hotline is an important initiative which should be strengthened to ensure all matters reported by citizens are rapidly referred to relevant departments and municipalities or state entities to address the concerns of the people. We are of the view that this initiative requires further capacitation, as its weakness gives a negative impression on the presidency. Intervention through the presidential hotline need to be incised and responded to by relevant state organs with agility. House Chairperson, this department requires more resources to increase its technical capacity in order to undertake some of the complex tasks, ascertain the quality of expenditure and the outcomes and impact of government programs. The location of the department in the presidency plays a pivotal role to improve the president, to empower the president and cabinet to respond multiple reports for interventions to improve the performance of the state. In concluding, Chairperson, we welcome DPME innovations and will always play oversight to ensure that the department is on the right track in terms of its performance and that our communities are served diligently. I thank you, Chairperson. The ANC support this budget vote, and the ANC isazoqhubeka isazophatha.
Honorable members, order. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Honorable members, now I recognize the minister in the presidency. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session, and thank you very much to all those that have contributed meaningfully to the debate and also contributed to what needs to be done. I don't think that criticism that is constructive, it's wrong, because at least it helps us to improve so that there can be better understanding and appreciation of what we do. So we're grateful for that. However, it's really disappointing to really realize that some did come here but spoke nothing. It's very disappointing, but it's okay. We are here and we will definitely make sure that what we do can speak for itself, so that then you can then now have an appreciation of what departments are there for. Having said that, let me not take so much time because I only have 5 minutes. Our or over the medium term, the government has dedicated 59.2% of the consolidated non-interest spending to health, education, housing, social protection, transport, employment, and local amenities. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Social Relief of Distress Grant, which is called the SRD, of 350 has reached around 7.8 million people in the country. The intervention forms part of the ongoing process aimed at introducing the basic income support for the most vulnerable. Our government wants our citizens, of course, to feel safe. It is for this reason that, of course, we do celebrate and welcome the enlistment of over 10,358 new subs recruits during the 2022-2023 financial year, against the target of 10,000 that was given. We're saying this precisely because we've heard what honorable members have said about crime. This will definitely ensure that we do speak to the issues of improving the detective services, crime intelligence, and public order. And I do believe that visible policing will definitely make our citizens to feel much more safer. We're also going to support the Department of Police to ensure that the 10,111 call center does get activated as it should and to do what it's supposed to do. In terms of the DDM, we have developed guidelines for the localization of government plans in the context of the DDM, which have been piloted and integrated as part of the National School Government and Training on the DDM. Maybe, Honorable Chairperson, we need to include the honorable members in the National School of Government and Training so that they can then now have a better appreciation of what DDM is all about. Integrated planning at a district level requires government institutions and sectors to be more effective in their spatial planning. This is important considering the diverse district profiles and needs, as well as ensuring greater synergies and impact in local communities, towns, district, and metropolitan areas. Therefore, it becomes important that we do appreciate what is done, most especially if it is moving the needle within service delivery. It is not only the responsibility of government, but it is also the responsibility of everyone that has been elected, everyone that has been given an opportunity to serve our nation, to play a role, and also come up with ways that should be able to move the needle. Our country continues to contribute to the rapid infrastructure of development in Africa. President Ramaphosa is the coordinating champion on the currently leads the PIKI, in which I support as the minister. The PIKI aims to accelerate regional infrastructure development through a political championing of projects. South Africa is leading 4 projects, namely Bridge Border Post, the Grand Inga hydropower project, Lesotho Highlands water project, which is giving us water and making South Africa the hub of a manufacture and supply of rail stock for Africa in accordance with the AU. In conclusion, of course, as I close, I'd like to thank the House for giving us this opportunity, of course, to be here, but also to thank the DM and the DG in making sure that at least we do what we are supposed to do. We will be putting in place and placing to cabinet the 30-year review that we are going to be looking at the 30 years of democracy that we have had in South Africa. But we are also going to continue to support the National Planning Commission to ensure that planning becomes a strategic service delivery to our people, but we will do it with diligence and with pride, and we are not going to apologize for that. So thank you very much, House Chair, and thank you for the opportunity to come and speak to you.
Thank you, honorable members. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, honorable members, we are reminded that the debate on correctional services budget vote will take place in the Good Hope Chamber. That concludes the business of the day, and the mini plenary is adjourned.